Okay, well, here we are at Studio DBA with Josh Garrett, who just played our blues brunch, the Josh Garrett Band. First time you came here, Josh, you did our outdoor cigars under the stars, right?
Yep.
And everybody was blown away. And then you did a blues brunch last year, and you did another one this year. And people come from miles around to see you, right?
They did today. There was, people from Louisiana and Florida and Mississippi, and yeah,
It's amazing.
Good
It's
to see
amazing.
friends, yeah.
So what we're trying to do here with Studio DBA is a lot of times musicians spend a lot of time practicing, driving, doing all the things that musicians do to go out and spend an hour
Right.
or an hour and a half in front of
Right.
an audience, right?
Yeah.
And give them so much joy. It's
Yeah.
amazing. But we don't hear a lot about what musicians do, in their life. So if you could just start by just saying, like, how did you get into this? When did you start playing and why?
So my dad, who I talked about in the show, my dad's nickname was Pecker, and his real name was Greg Garrett, and he played guitar. He played like couch guitar. He liked to strum and play old John Denver tunes and everything. When we were young, he'd sit me and my brother on the floor in front of the couch, and he'd play to us, and that's a vivid memory for me. But he had stopped playing, like he'd gotten into where work was taking up most of his time, and he put the guitar in the attic. And I knew that it was up there, so I would sneak up into the attic and open the case, and I was scared to pull it out. And I'm probably 10, 11 years old. And one day he came home from work early and caught me in the attic and hot. South Louisiana in an attic, hot.
Right.
The guitar shouldn't have been up there to begin with. But he caught me in the attic. I thought I was in trouble. Like, oh, Pecker's going to get me now. But turns out he gave the guitar to me. Like, he realized I was interested in it.
Made me cry, Josh.
Right, I know. I know. He passed last year, too. So it's kind of,
honey. Oh,
yeah.
it's a
But,
lot.
yeah. So, after he gave me the guitar, I played every day, all day long. So it's like, by the time I was 13 or 14 years old, I was like, we're starting a band. So,
Wow.
we're gonna have bands and play rock music, and
Yeah.
but that's kind of how I got started. And like down in Houma, Louisiana, we had rock bands and playing old 90s rock, and but I had always been kind of in love with the blues. Because I think it was 1989 or 1990, Eric Clapton put out his Unplugged record.
Yes.
And they had like he was doing covers of like the old blues masters. So I found it through Eric Clapton, but then I got to kind of dig back and say like, well, who sang this originally?
Right.
And it was it was interesting to dig back, and now you can find anything. You just ask.
Well, who were the ones? Who were the ones that, if you went back before Eric?
Muddy Waters,
Yeah.
Bill Brunzi, Gatemouth Brown. Like all
The icons.
Yeah, like I got real into that when I was young. So we're in bands and we're playing all this 90s rock music, and I love doing that. It was wild and crazy, but like I didn't quite connect with it, and around 20 years old, I started a blues band.
Oh, wow.
And I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew what I liked. And so I, and I'm 46 now, so that's 26, 25 some odd years ago that I've been doing this, and it's crazy. It's a wild life.
Yeah.
But yeah, the booking and the driving, all the stuff you were talking about.
Well,
yeah.
it's just, I think that a lot of people don't understand what goes into it,
Yeah.
and they see a name like the Josh Garrett Band, and they think, wow, they've been here before, so you're on stage, you're famous, living the life.
No, it's not like that. It is not like that. It's not like that at all. Yeah.
But you're a professional musician.
I'm a professional musician, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do this and not have to keep a second job or,
Right.
I'm very fortunate.
Yes.
I'm very lucky to be able to do it. And, I tried to play my cards right too. Like, how do I get into this and make it my job?
Right.
How do I stay in it? But, and like everything, we had a huge team behind us before COVID. Like we had several booking agents and management and all that stuff. And COVID kind of pulled the rug out from underneath us, and it was like square one. It was like literally starting
we know the
over
feeling.
as if right. So it's like I felt like I was like 20 again, and I was scared. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, are we ever gonna get to play again? Or,
right.
You know.
Right.
And that's when all the online shows started, and it was. You know, it's like you're doing these live stream shows, and it's so weird because you were sitting by yourself.
But people were so hungry for it.
Right, but you're looking at thousands of. You can't see them. You can hear. You know, they can hear you, but you know, it's like you're doing these shows for a lot of people. But it was like, it's not the same as being in the same room and the connection, like the energy exchange that happens when you're in the room.
Okay, so right there, the importance of live music, right?
Because
it's like. We firmly believe here that music saves lives, that it's through music that we connect, and that and you know, it makes us better and more joyful. And live music is so important. And we have, as you'll notice, an audience that is older, and it's like, what does it take to get these young people in here and interested, you know? What do you notice? What do your audiences look like? Are they a mix or?
Our demographic is older. Our demographic
because the blues is an older demographic.
And I think it depends on where we're at. You know, there are places that we play where it's younger people, but for the most part, our demographic is probably my age and above. Right, 45 and above.
You know, so I'm looking at some things like Cedric Burnside has played here a lot, and his grandfather RL. You know, the Black Keys covered. You know, a lot of like one of his albums, I think. And it's interesting to see this white group really succeed. Where RL was not as we look at him as an icon, but he wasn't like living high on the hog. You know. So how do we pay homage to these Black artists? You know, where the blues came from. That's directly where it comes from. So how do you feel about that? Like when you're writing your songs, do you think about them?
No, I don't write into a genre at all. I write, and I think I listened to so much blues when I was younger. Like, it's just kind of the way things kind of fall out of me now. But I mean, you know, it's like we're from Houma, Louisiana, so like it's like we grew up here in Zydeco and Cajun music at festivals and fairs and stuff. So that's kind of in me too. And it's like so it's like that stuff, and then there's the blues stuff, and then the rock and roll stuff, and it's all people talk about it all the time. It's like, I think it's for every artist. Your influences make who you become.
Your unique sound, yes, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting. We had a woman here today. She said she's from the Delta, and she said she told her dad, who's older, I'm going to hear some blues in Bay St. Louis. He said, good luck with that, right? And then she said she started filming you as soon as you started playing, and she was blown away.
Well, good.
And she's like, see, it is the blues.
Right.
You know?
It's something. I mean, it's something. The influence is certainly there. I don't know. I just play. And then it's like, that's just kind of where we ended up. Like, as we started kind of touring around and traveling, we ended up on blues festivals and blues clubs. And, you know, and it's like every now and again, there'd be like an Americana or somebody that was interested. But it's like we kind of just fall into the category. You know, it wasn't intentional.
Perfectly.
And that happened for just influence, listening to blues so much.
I mean, even if you look at here, like, for instance, we're in Mississippi, but our influence on the blues here is not hill country, and it's not Delta blues.
Right.
It is
here.
jump blues.
Right.
It marries more with the New Orleans sound, where, you went from, let's say, gospel, blues to R&B to bounce. Right. So we have jump blues and bounce. They're very closely connected. You know, that sort of Deacon John, that da 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 da. You know, and you're up in that more da 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 type.
I don't know
sound.
what we're doing, but we're doing something.
It's working. It's working great.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it works.
And thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like people to know about a musician's life, or anything you have coming up that's interesting in your tour or albums? Or
we're working on an album right now, and we have been for a long time. But during COVID, I opened a studio, and I'm starting to get clients in. It's kind of snowballed on me, so it's like I'm in there recording other people's music a lot, which I enjoy. I really love doing that. But it's like I want to finish my stuff.
Right. Yes. We understand that.
But you got it. Like, I would say this: anybody that's thinking about making music a living, you better have more than just the live shows. It can happen. It can blow up on you, and it can be a perfect life. But like, you better figure out how to be there and stay there and make money. You know, I got a 10-year-old little girl, and it's like we can't be living in
messing
squalor.
around.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
You know, it's
right.
like she needs a house. She needs to go to gymnastics. She has all the things. But fortunately, I have the best ex-wife. So it's like truly like a team raising a child, and she's helpful. And you know, like when I'm out playing music, my little girl goes to her, and it's like, you know, I kind of keep it at let's try to do 12 to 15 shows a month, and not more than that, so I can still be with my little girl, and then while I'm gone, you know, she can go with mom.
Awesome. Well, what about the dog that's in that picture?
That is my ex-girlfriend's dog.
Okay, good. Because I think she said she took that picture.
She did. Yeah, she did. And she's been here a bunch of times.
Yeah, she has. Yes. She's
but
taken some
and
other
unfortunately, the dog's name was Lars, and I love that dog a lot. But Lars passed. So,
I'm sorry. Bye, Lars.
Everybody asks, "Are you bringing the dog?" And I was like, "Well, not my dog." Yeah, I would love
Does
for
your
the
dog bite? Not my dog.
Right. But
Well, listen, we really appreciate you coming in here, and thank you so much. And anytime you ever want to record a live album, you can come here and do it at the hall, right?
I would love to do that.
Yeah, right? Doesn't that sound like fun?
The room sounds fantastic.
I know, and you sound fantastic in it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh.
I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.
But there's a light